Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today we are going to be looking at, or discussing I should say, mainstream musicians and wrestling theme songs. So this is a topic I've broached once before, I think, where I was talking about maybe wrestling themes and how it translates into music and stuff like that, and how music in wrestling can make events feel special and it helps build the vibe. Whereas this time, instead of looking at the Weeknd's, Post Malone's, the Bad Bunny's, Travis Scott's that have created songs for premium live events and stuff like that, with the Weeknd having, I want to say, maybe a 3 or 4 year running track record of WrestleMania theme songs. Like I said, we've had, I think Post Malone did one theme for a show, I can't remember which, and I think Booker T was for the Royal Rumble one year with Bad Bunny. So this is going to focus on what musicians I feel like would be good to create entrance music for specific wrestlers. So if you're a wrestling fan like me, you'll know we have had this happen in the past with the likes of Motorhead for Triple H. They've also done the song for the faction Evolution. We have had Ash Costello / New Year's Day and Motionless in White for Rhea Ripley. We've had Saliva, Rob Zombie. Some wrestlers have used Marilyn Manson. Paige / Soraya, when she was with AEW, used Falling in Reverse's music. She was dating Ronnie Radke. And there's probably more that I am not thinking of right now. But with wrestling, certain companies like to hire a producer to make their stuff, or a group of producers, like WWE. They've had Jim Johnston, one of the greats of making wrestling music. They've had I think it's CFO $. I don't know how you actually pronounce that. I used to call them CFOS, but I don't think that's correct. And they had some bangers under their belt as well. And currently they have Def Rebel, which most of what they touch just turns into a steaming pile of shit. There's a few diamonds in the rough, but a vast majority of it is utter wank. So, looking at the roster now, I'm sitting there thinking, like, who do I think could benefit from a theme song overhaul? Now, there's many. There's some that I would like to see go back to their old theme songs, like Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and stuff like that. There's some that have just got new theme songs, like Becky Lynch with her collaborative project. I think, what was the band called? It was, I want to say The Story So Far, but that could be wrong. Let me just double check. But there's many others that it could work. It was The Wonder Years, by the way, not Story So Far. I knew it was one of the two and I went for the wrong one. Well done me. But there's people that could really do with overhauls. Like, I would like to see Finn Balor. I think he could do with getting a new theme song, something with a bit more of an edge to it. And he's come out previously to one of the Alter Bridge tracks when he was in the Judgment Day, the early days with Edge, who also had an Alter Bridge song. Edge used Metalingus, whereas I think the Judgment Day used The Other Side, if I remember correctly. But I do think Finn Balor specifically, as well as just a better push and a better repackaging and maybe getting out of the Judgment Day after several years, his theme song has been altered and tweaked, and now under Def Rebel, it's kind of their signature lifeless trap beat with some weird noises. If you're lucky, there'll be like lyrics, but most people don't get that uh, unless it's just like their catchphrase spewed over the top of it. But like, this is the thing I think is like, some people it's easier to name someone I would like to see them use their music for. Like, um, Damian Priest. I would like to see him come out to just a straight up Slayer song. He's a known lover of that sort of music. He enjoys Slayer as well, I believe. I think one of the Slayer guys even plays guitar on his current theme song, but his current theme song just isn't good. It's slightly metal with random Puerto Rican sayings and catchphrasings shouted over the top. But I reckon if you let him come out to Raining Blood or Relentless or something like that, which has a bit more energy, a bit more drive, a bit more aggression to it, which would suit his character for being someone nicknamed Punishment or the Punisher, it would definitely help breathe a fresh life into that character. Another one that I would like to see is Dominic Mysterio get a new theme. I know there is a Spanish artist that has recently made a song based around Dominic Mysterio, where I've listened to that and I think it's too slow to be an entrance song. It's a decent, easy listening song, but I think it would be too slow to fit an entrance song. So I would like to see him have like a artist do something for him, which again fits his Dirty Dom character, has a bit of like maybe that Latino flair to it, which is what he's all about, because he's like, you know, using Eddie Guerrero style maneuvers and the look and storylines. So something with a bit of, you know, heat, a bit of that special something would help build him. Like I said, I'm trying to think of like Latino artists that I listen to off the top of my head, and the only one that I can think of that I've been obsessed with is Ladrones. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm not sure if they would suit Dominic Mysterio. It is possible they could do something, but yeah. I wouldn't change Rhea Ripley's theme song currently, but if you did want to refresh her song, I would stick with the same vein of artists that she likes, where she's had New Year's Day, Motionless in White, maybe reach out to someone like Suicide Silence. Obviously, that might be hard to say, oh, you know, thanks to Suicide Silence for this song that Rhea Ripley's coming out to, but it's a band that she's grown up loving, idolizing. She does the Mitch Lucker stomp in her entrance, so having them work on a song for her would probably be a very full circle moment. Like I said, then you've got artists that already have a good working relationship with WWE. You have, like I said, The Weeknd, who he's great at making music, but I don't think he could. I don't think there's anyone on the roster right now. I'll change what I was going to say, that would fit a song by him. Now, Bad Bunny, on the other hand, could definitely make an entrance song for someone. I don't know who, but I feel like he would be able to nail a vibe easily. You've also got WWE has had a very close working relationship with the band Code Orange. I know they are currently on hiatus in their career, but they've produced 3 theme songs for Bray Wyatt / the Wyatt Six. So, like, I could definitely see, if they were to ever come back from hiatus, them doing more music would be a good idea for them, because they always nail that like mix between heavy eerie and spooky, which works for people like Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy slash Bo Dallas, and the Wyatt Six. So like, if you ever wanted them to have their own solo themes instead of just coming out to shatter, them making a theme song for Dexter, Gacy, Rowan, and Nikki would actually be kind of a sick idea. And then you've got like other artists who I feel like I want to say there's some that could do with like Javon Evans. Like, I love his entrance music, but he needs a little bit of extra something, I think. Like, yeah, his entrance song fits his character right now, but as he grows and blossoms and becomes a star, which he's doing rapidly at this rate, he definitely is going to need a theme song that will stand the test of time, and I don't think what he currently has will. Now, if you was to ask me who would I recommend, that is a different kettle of fish. I don't actually know who I would like to see doing a theme song for him. This is actually a much tougher discussion topic than I expected it to be, because like, I was thinking about it the other night and I was like, oh yeah, I could think of like several different names and artists I would like to see create themes for people. And now that I'm in front of the camera, I'm blanking a fair bit. Rob Zombie, he's been used before. Back before Edge got Metalingus, he used Never Gonna Stop Me or Red Groovy. It was one of the two. I would like to see somebody coming out to some Rob Zombie again. Just bringing back that old school feel. Like, they don't have to be an old school wrestler, just somebody who embodies that kind of like quirky, rough vibe. Could work. I think the biggest people that need overhauls is someone like Bayley. I adore Bayley, fantastic wrestler, but her entrance theme at the minute under Def Rebel sucks. It's got a start, her catchphrase of role model, which I feel like she hasn't used in a while. Then it starts again with a different intro sort of section, and it's honestly not great. And I feel like she's said it before for like she would love Paramore to play her in WrestleMania. So I would say try and get Hayley Williams on a song for her. Like some sort of like pop punk early 2000s vibes would suit Bayley, even with the character that she's got now, where it was like some sort of like split personality between the role model heel Bayley and the hugger Bayley from early NXT days, and now she's in a tag team with Lyra Valkyria, and it's getting a little like, have they dropped this split personality? Have they not? It's a bit confusing. But I feel like giving her the Becky Lynch theme song treatment would probably work quite well. I am surprised they never tried to get Alexa Bliss to come out to Alexa Bliss by Bowling for Soup, frankly, on topics of that. There's another female wrestler that I just thought of that needs a freshen up, but I can't think of it now. I would say Charlotte, but I feel like hers is too iconic. Again, going down to NXT here, Jordynne Grace. She came in with her TNA theme, loved it. She's recently had a new theme created, which isn't as interesting or as good, and 9 times out of 10, I forget who's coming out, especially when it goes, "It isn't over till I say it's over," and it's like, what? So I feel like giving her something badass would work really well. But the question is who would fit Jordynne Grace? What sort of vibe because like she's a big muscular powerhouse who's also athletic as shit. So you want something that kind of fits her vibe and her aesthetic, which I think the TNA theme song did really well, personally. But again, a lot of the WWE themes lately are sterilized, sanitized, and very lackluster, and are just catchphrases over a beat. And they've even been outed as using samples which they haven't edited, or they've slightly changed, or AIified, or pitched up, or pitched down, or yeah. So the practices of making the themes are a lot lazier now under this current regime of producers as well. On the topic of musicians and wrestling as well, the current Raw and SmackDown opening themes need a bit of an overhaul, because currently for SmackDown you have Megan Thee Stallion, and I can't remember which song it is of hers, but it's the one that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, something, 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 something. Like, I know the song, but I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. It doesn't feel like a great intro song to a wrestling show. Pay-per-view, probably. The right female superstar as an entrance song, possibly. Some of her other stuff that could even be a better shout. But this one just doesn't feel like it suits SmackDown. It feels a bit of a weird choice out of all of her music. Like, you went for that one. And one of the ones for Raw is currently Travis Scott. Now, obviously Travis Scott also was used for WrestleMania, where they used that terrible, annoying song Fiend, which they just played that part for God knows how long, but it was relentless, and it at like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It is a little mind numbing. It hurt the brain. And then you had Travis Scott's interaction, and since what looks like he's falling out with WWE, which makes me wonder how long it will be until they do switch this theme out. And again, it's not one of Travis Scott's best songs, it's not one of his worst songs, but it doesn't get me excited when I hear it. So again, I feel like that could do with changing, because that's the one where it's like, coming outside. And NXT as well, I'm not sure who they have, but I'm pretty sure it's like 21 Savage and Lil Wayne or something like that, which is actually probably the better of the three choices, honestly. I enjoy that song a lot more. But again, I don't know if it really fits NXT, because it's like talking about making millions and stuff like that, and it's like, is this really what you think of when you think of NXT? Because like, I remember back in the Black and Gold era, when they were coming out to Slipknot's We Are Not Your Kind, which kind of fit the vibe, because, you know, they were the outlier for WWE at that time. They were the standout product. They were smashing the main roster in the pay-per-views. Like, they were killing that shit. Weekly television was on fire. Pay-per-views on fire. And they genuinely were not our kind. Like, they were showing out the main roster superstars left, right, and centre. And that fit the vibe perfectly. Whereas now all of these hip-hop tracks, they could work if you had chosen something that fits the aesthetic of the show you're on. But I think they've gone more for, oh, this is popular now, let's use that. Whereas instead they probably should have gone, okay, this artist is popular, this song fits the like vibe we want for Raw, let's use that. Okay, this person's popular, this song fits NXT, oh, and it's got some cool features on it, okay, we can use that for that. But no, they've just gone for, oh, okay, Travis Scott's big, this song's fairly popular, charted well, we'll use that one. And then it's like the same with Megan Thee Stallion. When she was, I think that they changed to her not long after she dropped her new album. And the song that they're using is one that was on her new album. So it's like, do they actually enjoy this, or are they just using it as a marketing ploy to try and capitalize on the music trend that is popular right now? It's a question. It's a bit of food for thought. So yeah, I've not really achieved what I wanted to here. I probably could have come up with some better ideas, but I am blanking hard right now. So I think we're going to call it there. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be probably my end of year best of EPs. So remember to stay safe out there, my guys, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video.